Hello, welcome to another episode of Massachusetts. I'm your host, Bob Tremblay, and today I'm taking my sleds out for the first time for the season. So it's been a very frustrating late fall, early winter here in north central Massachusetts. It's December 19th, and this is the snow we have on the ground right now. It's crazy. Last year, the first day of sledding I got in was on Halloween. This year, here we are in, three-quarters way through December and haven't even taken the sleds out yet. But I guess I'm kind of teasing myself. We got a little bit of a dusting here, and so I have taken our sleds out of the shed. So let me kind of show you the sleds that we have. All right, so the sled that you have seen the most, if you've been watching our videos over the last couple of years, is this old classic right here. So this is a classic racing, like a sprint sled. I bought this used from a musher who is getting out of mushing up in northern Vermont, and I've been very happy with it. I'm going into my third season with it. It probably has about 500 miles on it at this point, and it's really a great sled. The only issue with it is that it was actually made for a smaller musher, and so the handlebar here is actually a little low for me. So as I ride on the runners in the back here, I am a little stooped, but that's not a big problem. That hasn't been an issue. But you see what it has here. It's got the long runners in the back. It's got some tread here for me to step on. You can see the little claw brake that I use to slow down the sled as we're going along. Of course, there is my snow hook, which I use to hold it in place when we stop. There's the basket of the sled. What's really nice about it, it's all hand lashed, so it's a real flexible sled. I like it a lot. Classic look. And there's my bridle and the gang line that the dogs get hooked onto. So at the end of last year, I've been wanting to get another sled just for different conditions. And so last year, in the early spring, we bought another used sled off of some mushers. And it's this one right here, which I have not even taken out yet. So you see, this is a little bit different. Whereas this is a racing, kind of like a sprint sled, this is more of an expedition sled. And you see it's like a toboggan style. So instead of having the basket, like I have in my traditional sprint sled here, this actually has a plastic, almost a toboggan on it. So what you can see is that while it does run on the runners, just like the racing sled does, the basket comes down lower, and this would enable the sled to glide on deeper snow. Whereas my racing sled, I really kind of need the trails to be broken out by snowmobiles. This will be able to go in deep, unpacked snow easier. I had a sled like this many years ago with my Malamute, so I'm familiar with it. Otherwise, it's very much the same. You see, I've got my snow hook right there. It's got the runners with the treads in the back for me to step on. It's got a really nice claw brake. This is a lot more like my old Expedition sled was. But I'm really pleased with this too, is in addition, I have a drag mat. And so this drag mat comes down, and this is something I can use to actually slow the team down. Instead of just dragging my feet, I can actually step on this drag mat, and this will help to control our speed as we're going down. And there's the bridle and the bungee and the gang line. So there are my two sleds, the racing sled, the basket sled, and our expedition sled. But there is a third one as well. And so last but not least, if you've been watching our videos, last year we made a do-it-yourself sled using an old pair of Nordic cross-country skis, a wooden chair, and basically what I've done is I've mounted the chair onto these skis. I've fashioned a little bridle right there with a yellow paracord. It's not paracord, it's actually prusik cord. And then we have the holster for the snow hook on here as well. So this is the little do-it-yourself one that we made. It's super light. It's really is not, it's only as durable as the chair itself is. It really moves fast. If you watch our video, Carrie and I rode on this together. She was in the seat, I was driving, and Bandit and Shiva were pulling us out in front. So these are our 3 sleds. I'm going to try to get one of them out today. As little snow as we have here in Massachusetts, it looks like just north of us in New Hampshire, there may be about a foot. So we're going to head out and see if we can find something. I just have to get out on the sled. Unfortunately, this snowy kind of conditions we have right now are too slippery for my bike. So it's either sled or nothing. So we're going to see what we can do today. Well, I've got an early Christmas present. I drove about 20 miles north, so I'm up here in Fitzwilliam, New Hampshire, and we have enough snow to run the new sled. So I'm going to take the sled off of the car, and the dogs over here are sniffing around, getting ready, and we will get sledding. Our first trip with our new expedition sled and our first ride of the year. Okay guys, ready? Good, let's go. Up, up. Yes. Well, first run of the season, you're going to end up, and with a new sled and a new rig, you're going to find all kinds of crazy things. So anyway, it turns out I'm all set, but I forgot my mittens. I don't have any gloves. Fortunately, the temperature is about 25, so it's not that cold, so I'm barehanded. And then just now, the old neckline that the dogs had, they just broke. So I was able to fashion one. You can see it kind of dangling there, the broken one. I was able to fashion one with an extra line I had for the sled bag. So we're getting ready for the new season, obviously. You guys ready? Good, let's go. And we're out. Good dogs. There's just enough snow to allow the sled to go. Well, the dogs are all hot and trot right now. A bobcat just crossed the trail in front of us. So they're all excited about that. Let's stop and look at the tracks. Well, I wish we had the camera on because we just had a bobcat go in front of us. But anyway, we stopped. I'm looking for his tracks, but in this very shallow snow and the icy crust, the cat's tracks just don't show up. He's like a ghost. So believe me, we just saw one. But anyway, we're having a blast with this new sled. Right, guys, ready? Allons-y, allons. Boy, I really like this sled. It's very flexible. Obviously, I bought it for going on deep snow, and right now we're on, I mean, just a dusting at best. But still, it's really great. I love how flexible it is. That's it. I'll hit. Yep, yep. Good, good, good. Yes. That's it. All right. Oh. It's about the bare minimum you can ever get away with. This. Come on, come on. Up. How are you? Boy, is this minimal snow or what? Come on, hit.
Is it the word hike when you're supposed to make them go?
I do, allons-y. No, no, ha, 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 ha. Good, hit, hit. Come on, hit, hit, hit. Come on. G around. G around. Yes. That's it. Come on. Oh yeah, they're not novices. They're helping me pulling the sled.
Dogs on the push plane.
Oh, I know that.
That one famous guy who did a thing, he went to the Iditarod all the time.
Well, there's a bunch of them. I mean, my favorite guy is Lance Mackey, but Martin Booser, Lance Mackey and Martin Booser and Jeff King and all those
But
guys.
they have like 20, 30 dogs in all these little houses with hay in them and
Yeah.
stuff, and he knows all the names they know.
Yeah, I've done. I've been wanting to do the Can-Am International for a while. I do dog handling for them up there. It's fun with all the mushrooms. You mind picking them up?
He likes to attack.
Yeah, just to avoid problems. All right, up. I'm by. Come on. Oh, these goddamn rocks. Whoa, 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 whoa. All around. Hop. Hop. Yeah. G. Ahead. Ahead. Yes. Whoa. Oh. Oh, stand. Stand.